So, Travis, do you have a favorite Christmas song? Do you have something that you look forward to hearing?
You know,
during the joyous freaking Yuletide season, what's your favorite thing to hear?
I love Christmas. I really do. I love Christmas. I love Christmas music, especially like Christmas songs that are like redone by like bands like Sum 41, you know, like rock bands and stuff like that, or any of those.
You like Punk Goes Christmas?
Yeah, exactly. But like classic Christmas song is probably. Is it called Carol of the Bells? It's that Russian sounding Christmas song. Yes. I love that song.
Yeah, the one that what's the name of the heavy metal Christmas orchestra?
Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
That's right, featuring guitar player Al Pitrelli of Megadeth fame. The Trans-Siberian. Yes. So, do you like the Trans-Siberian Orchestra's version of that song?
I actually do. I actually love it, and it's so funny because like when I think of the song now. Like, in my head, I hear the Trans-Siberian Orchestra version of it. Like, not version, but you know how they, like, I don't know what you call it. Did they sample it? Did they do their own version of it? I have no idea. But when I think of the song, that's what I hear in my head. It's Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Mm-hmm. I would have to say my favorite Christmas song, ironically, was voted worst Christmas song of all time. I love it. I think it's freaking adorable, and I take great umbrage at this list. In at number 5, worst Christmas song of all time, Please Daddy Don't Get Drunk This Christmas by John Denver. I'm not familiar with that one.
I've never heard of it.
Santa Baby. I always liked Santa Baby.
I knew that was going to be on the list because that song always comes under, I don't know what you call it, such scrutiny. Like, everybody, you either have people who love it or they absolutely hate it.
Well, I mean, it does have this sort of like disgusting materialistic aspect of Christmas on full display. And we're not sure if when they wrote Santa Baby, they were thinking, slip a sable under the tree, like give me minks and furs and cars and all of the accoutrements of a wealthy man and a kept woman. Like, I don't necessarily know if that was meant to be a joke or if it was really something that they bust up the holly and the jolly with that, but I'm not sure if it's poking fun at our society's hypocrisy toward overspending during the joyous Yuletide season or whether it was a goof. I don't know.
I've never been good with song lyrics. I mean, like, people will tell me about, that song about this or that song about that, and even if I know the words to them, like, I never realized what the song was about.
All I Want for Christmas Is My Two Front Teeth is in it.
I hate that song.
And in at number 1, my favorite Christmas song, Dominic the Donkey.
Hey, jingity jing, it's Dominic the Donkey. Jingity jing, the Italian Christmas donkey. La 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 la.
So jacked up. I think it's an absolute holiday classic. No, that's a real thing. That's Lou Monte, who I guess was some sort of like Rat Packy guy back in the day. He came up with that. There's like a line about like it's sort of an Italian American Christmas thing. He's the Italian Christmas donkey, and the idea is that Rudolph. The whole premise of it is fatally flawed, just because the idea is that Rudolph can't climb the hills of Italy, so he's got to use the Italian Christmas donkey, Dominic, to deliver toys to all the girls and boys. And then it says, like,
God,
all the toys in Santa's sack were made in Brooklyn or something like that. I don't know.
I've never heard of the song. I've never heard any more than the 10 seconds that I just heard. And I'm not going to lie, I don't want to hear any more of it.
Oh, you know what the greatest... No, I take that back. Dominic the Donkey is not the best Christmas song of all time. The best Christmas song of all time is... I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
God, no.
Only a hippopotamus will do. So good.
I hate that song. I hate that song.
See, that's like probably my favorite Christmas song. The other one that I like, and this is for an entirely different reason, would probably be Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Do you know the story behind that one?
No, I don't.
Oh, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. If you know what it's about and you listen to the song and you don't tear up just a little bit, then you and I can no longer be friends, because it was written during the Second World War, where nobody really knew what was going on. Nobody knew who was coming home for Christmas. Nobody knew who was never coming home at all. Nobody really had any money. Everybody was living in a perpetual state of fear. And that line, till then we'll have to muddle through somehow, is all about getting through war and the horror of war. And we're going to do the best we can with what we've got, and hopefully this time next year things are going to be better.
That kind of makes it sadder for me. Like, that doesn't, for whatever reason, that doesn't make me like it more. It makes me sad thinking about it. I don't know why.
Oh, don't you just love the misery of the Christmas season? There's something like intensely depressing about the holidays. I don't know why it is or what it is. Maybe it's just like the fact that, the days get shorter and the nights get longer, and all of the above reasons why people usually suffer from seasonal affective disorder and get depressed and all that sort of stuff. But I guess if you're any problems that you have, and this is taking a depressing turn, any problems that you have seem to be highlighted by the holiday season. Like, if you're alone, it's no fun. If you're in a relationship that's going badly, it really shines a light on that. If you just got broken up with, or broke up with someone, is terrible. Or it's that end of the year thing as well, where you go, another year gone, I didn't accomplish the things I meant to do. And it's just so, like, there's potential for the holidays to be an intensely depressing time, and sometimes you just want to lean into that and have yourself a merry little Christmas is great for exactly that reason.
The other thing I love is when people always talk about how they don't like Christmas because they go into such debt buying Christmas gifts, and they're like, oh god, I just save up all year for it, and then I spend thousands of dollars at Christmas. I guess I'm just a jerk, because I'm not gonna lie, like, I kind of save money during Christmas. Maybe it's that I don't buy people Christmas gifts and I don't really feel bad for it, but like, I have no financial issues at Christmas time. I love Christmas, don't get me wrong, it's my favorite time of year, but people are always like, oh god, I don't have the money to to get through this holiday season, or they go into debt, or they're racking up credit card bills. Like, there's all these studies that come out saying how much money everyone's going to spend on Christmas, and I'm like, dude, I spent like $20. Like, I had a great Christmas, and I only dropped a $20 bill. I guess that just tells what like a sorry person I am when it comes to gift giving, though.
Well, I mean, you and I don't have kids. I wonder if people go into debt giving gifts at Christmas when they've got children.
That's probably a lot of what it is. That's, I always hear this stuff, and I always just think I'm a terrible person, because I'm like, oh, that doesn't apply to me, I guess I suck. But that's probably a lot of it, because, if you do have kids, you always want to give them, like, I don't know. I assume that people want to give their kids everything that they can, but, like, yeah, that's probably what it is. A lot of that's probably going into debt, trying to give their kids, like $1,000 Christmases or something. I think my parents, like, growing up, like, we weren't poor or anything, but I think my parents spent, I'm not even kidding, I think, like, it was $100. Like, that was the value of our Christmas gift, and it was fine. I mean, it's not like we were stoked at Christmas time, but I think literally the value of, like, our big present was like $100, and it was fine.
Yeah, I don't know. What's interesting is when I love Christmas. Like, Christmas to me has always truly been a magical time. Like, running downstairs and seeing stuff that wasn't there the night before and being like, oh my God, Santa came, the cookies are gone, this is awesome, Christmas. Like, that's how I felt as a kid. And
Absolutely.
that's really, really cool. But I am hard pressed to tell you of anything that I ever got. You know what I mean? Like, I don't remember the things that I got. I remember the feeling of Christmas. I remember being excited. I remember waking up first in the house and being like my parents used to have this rule where, like, you can wake up whenever you want and you can open what's in your stocking, which was usually just something small and a snack, something that would occupy my time for a little bit, and a snack. Santa always seemed to figure that one out pretty good. And then when parents woke up, that's when, we had breakfast and we were allowed to go after the things that were under the tree. But, like, to this day, I honestly don't remember any. I got an air gun one Christmas. I thought that was pretty cool. Like, I remember that specifically, but I didn't remember that because it was like something I really, really, really wanted. I remembered it because, like, my mom was so fervently anti-gun that I couldn't believe my dad talked her into it. Like, the whole thing came from wanting one of those Tin Can Alley games, the little light cannon things. And my dad was like, don't have the kid get a toy gun. If he's going to get, let him understand and respect that these things are real and these things are dangerous and these things are not toys. So I got a pellet gun. And that's what stuck out in my mind because my mom was so anti the idea. I was like, Dad, how on earth did you get her to go for this? This is awesome. That's the only thing
it's
I
funny
really
because
remember.
I swear to you, and this sounds so weird, I don't think I've ever discussed like Christmas procedures with anybody in my entire life. And I don't know why. It's just never come up. But hearing you talk about Christmas, my Christmas was almost exactly the same. Like, it wasn't like, like Angry Rules. But so the way that our Christmas worked was you could wake up anytime you wanted. And I had a twin brother. I mean, I still do. I say I had a twin brother. But, growing up, twin brother in the house. So we would wake up. So whoever the first one of us, like we'd go to bed, knowing that like Santa was going to come. And then the first one of us to wake up would wake the other one up. And we would move from our bedroom to the living room, like where we could observe all the gifts. And we could go through the stocking because, nothing was wrapped in there. And we'd see what all we got in the stocking. And then like usually the gift from Santa was wrapped. So we couldn't open that. And we couldn't open anything else. So we would sit there like and like sit on the couch and try and stay awake from like 4 a.m. till like probably 6 or 7. And like my parents weren't like abusive in the sense that they made us like sit down and eat breakfast or anything before we were able to open the gifts. But like they would wake up, like we could wake them up like around 6 or 7 and we'd go wake them up and they'd slowly come out, we'd be able to open the gifts up and everything like that. But I mean, I'm in the same boat. Like I think I remember one year I got a trampoline. I did get a BB gun at one point and I think I was like super young. I think we were like, I don't know, 7 or 8. And it was just, the only reason I even remember is because like I remember seeing pictures of us with our BB guns. So I think we got BB guns. And
you'll shoot your eye out.
I know. And I hate that movie so much.
Really? Oh my gosh. Such a freaking classic.
It is, and I'm in the minority, and I think the reason I hate it is because every time it's on and they air it for like 24 hours straight, my dad just leaves it on, and I hate. I think I just got burned out on it.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, the Chevy Chase movie. It's funnier. It's funnier every year.
It is. It absolutely is. I absolutely love that movie.
Why don't you go ahead and get yourself something really nice?
Oh my god, dude, that movie it's just one of those movies that like literally it will never get old. That's one of those movies that he could, like my dad could put on and for 24 hours, maybe even 48 hours, and I'd watch it over and over and over. I don't know what it is about A Christmas Story that I don't like, but I absolutely love the National Lampoon's movies.
I'm with you. I will I'll take Chevy Chase any day over A Christmas Story. Look, honey, a deer.
I love it when he's coming down the stairs and and he puts his hand on the end post and it wobbles and he starts up the chainsaw and saws it off. Like that's one of the best parts of that movie. Like every time if I think of that movie or if someone brings it up, that's the scene that pops up in my head. I absolutely love that part of the movie.
I like it when like he's trying to turn the Christmas lights on and he's making his family do the drum roll.
Yes.
And just when he's like the face he makes when he's like joy to the world.
Oh my god. Now let me ask you this because I know that we're both huge Seinfeld fans.
Yeah.
So at what point did you realize, for whatever reason, I didn't immediately realize it, at what point did you realize Elaine, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, is in that movie?
I think I knew that from the get-go. Like,
okay, I don't know why it took me so long to realize it, but at one point I was watching it and I was like, oh my god, it's Elaine. Like, I just had totally spaced out that she was one of the characters in the movie.
And I'll go one better. His boss is the father of the Bubble Boy.
Oh my god, it is.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. I think we just had a Seinfeld National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation Inception moment. Hey, Travis, we should probably do this again sometime real soon, shouldn't we?
Probably before Christmas.
Joy to the world.
Oh my god.